Oh, there it is. Currently playing. Skaven. The Sklaven versus Ratsim. Any
Oh,
excited?
it's actually nice. It's actually a team. Like there are two German leagues in this tournament, and it's the BBL and the DBBL.
Ah.
And one of these teams is from our sworn enemies, the DBBL.
Oh wow. All right. It's gonna be interesting. Is DBBL Deutsch Blood Bowl League?
Yeah, it's the Deutsche
Ah,
Blood Bowl
yeah,
League,
Deutsch.
Liga, and it's the Blood Bull League.
Hmm.
That's the other one.
Interesting.
That's our league.
So yes, we have.
To be honest, I see Steven on both sides, and I'm happy. This will be fun.
Yeah, it's Poncho versus the Rat Simulator. I'm pretty excited about this. So let's check out the team setup so far. So he's getting his rat off of the line. Makes sense. That way it can't get bashed in. Especially since Endro's team has some guard on it, which would give it that little boost versus their rat.
It will be interesting, I think. We have both have the ogre with block, which makes a lot of sense.
But what I was saying there is if the two rat ogres go up against each other, it'll be the guard fishy the guard Skaven Storm Vernon that breaks the tie.
Exactly.
So this is almost a mirror match, but there's some very slight differences, and we'll see how those slight differences play up. Otherwise, I think it's up to skill and Nuffle. Ooh.
And an extra reroll.
So that's going to give a slight edge.
Go Rats.
Yeah, go Rats! Go Rats, go Rats! We can cheer for both teams at the same time. Oh!
That starts quickly.
Yeah, we're all good.
It's done though.
Just a stun. So far, yeah, things are definitely... I mean, it's very early, but things are erring in the Sklaven's favor.
I think it will be an interesting match. I expect a lot of touchdowns, to be honest.
Oh, and Endro's team also got +2 on the fame roll at the start of the match.
Also, they got one more reroll.
Yeah, one more reroll.
And both sides have the apothecary. My English is not the
No, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry. Right. Actually, your English is a lot better than my German. So, as one of my viewers, one of my regulars, was very happy to point out.
Well, German is not the easiest language, especially if you don't speak it often. So,
oh, English is known as the hardest language in the world as a second language to learn. So it's. I respect you a lot for having learnt it. The only other language I can speak is Japanese, and even then it's still a little flaky.
We're having the Gimpalots running through there, going a cage.
Yeah, they are caging up well. It's unfortunate that he couldn't somehow get that rat. Oh. He's got that extra reroll, so it should be fine, but is he going to burn it here for going for it? He will. And he made it. And that basically perfects that cage. He'll probably just have to... In my opinion, I would... And if this was me playing, I would just make a wall at the end and make them have to run around it. Hopefully open up a hole. Because there's almost no point in basing the gutter runners, because they'll just get out.
Yeah, gutter runners are always very hard to catch.
He could also move that rat ogre in front of where the ball carrier would need to go and put one of the gutter runners... Oh, he doesn't have sidestep though. I was going to say he could put one of the gutter runners on the... Right, on the line to stop him from running up the side.
Well, he's keeping up his options, sending that gutter runner towards the enemy touchdown zone.
I mean, is this going to be a 2-turn touchdown? Or is he going to stall, or only time will tell? Because you probably want to stall when going up against Skaven, but do you want to stall when going up against Skaven as Skaven? Or do you want to just keep the touchdowns piling on, so by the end of it, it's like a 6-7 game or something?
To be honest, I would really enjoy seeing that.
Yeah, see how high the number can go. Just touchdown as soon as possible every time. It's interesting seeing a battle between two massively mobile teams.
It's always, like, most of the time, it's... If you have a Skaven team, there are, like, almost always orcs or something like that against them. I barely see agility teams against each other. Because I actually don't know why. So many coaches seem to prefer the... like orcs and chaos, the hard-hitting teams.
No, see,
So
I mean,
see all those abilities.
Yeah, the team that I used to play the most and used to be my favorite was in Blood Bowl 2 anyway. It was Lizardmen, just because they're a very easy team to play when you're starting out.
Yeah,
but it slowly shifted to Chaos when I got Strength Plus on one and Block on one of my Minotaur. Ooh, I guess just a stun.
Yeah.
That mighty blow.
There's...
That's not good for him.
He's
He's in the range of that prehensile tail, so getting that ball out is going to be a bit difficult. And this could end up into being a surf if he doesn't manage to get out of there because of that frenzy.
That will be interesting. Well, he could try to, well, jump out of his tackle zone and just make a run for it.
I would worry a lot about that prehensile tail. I mean, it's still only, what, a 3+ dodge?
I think so.
Yeah, 3+ dodge. Mind you, I would probably think about going for a block against the Rat Ogre if you can get enough assists around. Because you do have that guard. You have that guard to be able to get a hit on the Storm Vermin to get it out of the way, and then get 2 assists on the Rat Ogre. Which could then, even if you were feeling brave, go into a blitz with a reroll against the Rat Ogre with the ball carrier, which would end in a touchdown.
Yeah.
Big guy with armor value 8 isn't brilliant. See, this is why the Rat Ogre, yes, can be vulnerable as well because of their low armor value. And that's why, another reason I don't like them.
If you play Skaven, then you have to keep in mind that you will throw away half your team most of the time.
Yeah, I see it time and time again where I'll go up against Skaven, and the Skaven will win even though they've lost 8 of their team. And that's just the way Skaven roll. Yeah, he's going for a blitz with, like I said, the guard. And that's where the block on the Rat Ogre.
He's reinforcing.
Yep. Going for a push.
So at least the ball is safe for now.
Yep. And if he's feeling brave, it'd be 3 2+ dodges. He could make it into... Oh wait, no, they don't have Stunty. I mean, caging is also a good idea to draw it out.
Yeah, it's like the thing the thing with Skaven is you can dodge out of everything pretty much if you're doing it right.
Exactly. Yeah.
So they can be incredibly annoying to hold back. One more move. What? Just moving out there so he can be a little bit more flexible, and at the same time stopping this lineman from just running around.
Yeah. Make sure to have... I always like to have one player that's free, especially if they're a high movement player, just to give an assist wherever it's needed.
Yeah.
So that's why sometimes it might look silly, but I'll have like a gutter runner that has guard just out in the corner of the field.
Mm-hmm.
And people would be going like, what is he going to do with that? And then suddenly the gutter runner runs up and helps take down their big dude, their strength piece.
Ooh, there's Taco.
Ooh. We got it. Oh, is he going to go surf the ball? Oh, he can't. I mean, he could next turn. Oh, injury.
The Elf Slayer is injured.
Yep.
No long-term effects.
Oh, and he re-rolled it already.
That's the substitutes.
So that's the apothecary gone. Turn 3. Oh, sorry, turn 2.
Well, I wouldn't want to miss a gutter runner, and it's like he doesn't have to keep it up to not lose a very important player later in the game for the next match, because they will be revived anyway.
Yeah, resurrection is a thing. Don't have to worry too much about it.
Is like, you can play totally different, and that makes it interesting. I actually never played a resurrection game before. Well, I haven't been playing Blood Bowl for that long, so.
How long have you been playing for?
Actually, a little bit more than a year, I'd say.
It's funny, I'm such a noob when it comes to Blood Bowl, but I have actually been playing Blood Bowl for 2 to 3 years. But it was all Blood Bowl 1, and I'd never actually played another person. It was always against AI. And playing against people definitely changed it all up for me. The computer just can't... It's nowhere near the same. Especially since, at least with Blood Bowl 1, from what I'm aware, when you jack up the AI difficulty, it does just skew rolls in your opponent's favor as well.
Yeah, pretty much. We all know the AI in Blood Bowl is a cheating bastard.
Yep, exactly. It can make it be whatever you want. If you put it on the hardest setting, rolls a lot more... You look at the stats at the end, and it rolls a lot more 5s and 6s than it should be. You get a lot of early Apothecary in Res format, yeah. I'm just the type of person that I would rather save a key player than just keep a middling player on the field. I mean, gutter runners aren't middling players by any sense, but the one that was taken out... Let's have a look. The one that was taken out wasn't even a leveled gutter runner. It was it was the non-leveled gutter runner.
Certainly not the most important player, but still, it's a gutter runner in a Skaven team that doesn't have too many skills, so...
That's the danger, though, since it doesn't have too many skills. If, say, the Sure Hands gutter runner or the Strip Ball gutter runner got taken out and was needed later, I think that would be one of those moments where you go, oh crap, I wish I'd used my Apothecary later instead. I think it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. Yeah. Now see, I have the opposite. I always go, I wish I used my Apothecary in the first place, because on most of my teams I save it too long, trying to make sure I can save a key player that never gets hurt.
The strongest is injured.
He's not the strongest, is he? The strongest way. Alright, both apothecaries are out.
Turn 3.
Yep.
That was fast, but, well,
Now they're playing
that
for
one
keeps.
was needed, to be honest.
Yeah, that
I
one
wouldn't
was
want to
needed.
miss the Storm Vermin.
Yeah,
Especially not a tackle one.
that was their... I would have used the apothecary there in that sense too. But now, if he wants to, Endro can start focusing on hitting the gutter runners in the attempt to take them out, especially since this is his attacking turn. Because if he can manage to put the hurt to the gutter runners and remove them, when it comes time for Poncho's answer on his half, oh, there's reroll down. So he's used a reroll per turn so far.
Not exactly.
Started with 4. Okay, yeah, he didn't have one. Never mind, but almost. And that is...
So many armor breaks today.
Yeah.
But not many injuries.
Poncho's in a bit of trouble now. It's going to be hard to come back from that. He'll be able to just run... If he wants to, he can just run the ball in.
I bet
He won
he's
going for
thinking about it, but well, he does have to take one going for it if he tries it. But
I mean, personally, I wouldn't. All he is down is a gutter runner, while the opponent is down a storm vermin.
he should play it safe, in my opinion, as well.
Mm.
Although, if Honcho plays it right, he could try to serve the ogre.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The exact same thing.
And if you actually get rid of the enemy's ogre, that will be a very, very important thing.
Yeah, especially if you still have yours.
Yeah.
In that instance, if the ogre was to go down, I would then immediately start gang fouling my opponent's ogre to make sure that we were on equal footing. But that's a tilt move, and if it doesn't go my way, it's when you start gambling.
Mm-hmm.
And as it says for Mad, Mad is all about keeping... What was it when I was reading it? The learning to go through the psychological effects of what that Blood Bowl has on you is what I read in the thing they sent us. Which means trying to keep your cool when you'd normally go on tilt. Now is the time to stall. He has pitch control and currently can try for more takeoffs next turn. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Try and remove your opponent's players so you have the advantage when it's their turn to try and make a touchdown. Going for the blitz, 2 die, and he gets the POW. No armor break. Probably spit and chips. Because this is one of those moments where I would go, oh, he's getting all the armor breaks and I didn't get any good ones. Oh, he did. He got rid of the storm further.
He did injure the gutter runner. But he's just putting more players towards ball carrier. That will be interesting. I guess he will be trying to just push him to do a touchdown now. Threaten, make him... Because that way he can catch up. And also get his storm vermin back on the field. And if Endro doesn't go for the touchdown, or at least re-cage, there's a chance that Poncho can get the ball back. Or get the ball and then score during his opponent's half, which is devastating. Always devastating when you score during your opponent's half. And hello, Arius. Arius. Arius? Welcome. Arius.
Arius.
Well, I know that guy.
You know that guy?
Another one from our league.
Yeah. Yeah, I did see that name, I think.
He's one of my, you could say co-admins of the league.
Oh, cool. That's right, you are the admin. I've almost forgot about that.
Well, I'm not, well, it's pretty much, we are not we're not only a Blood Bowl community, because we are actually our Blood Bowl league kind of developed from a forum of a YouTuber.
Oh, hit on the... Ah. Yeah, he did exactly what I said he was going to do and went straight for the gutter runners.
Yeah.
But now he's got that beautiful open space to run to if he can make a 2+ dodge with a free reroll.
Well, he should, first of all, have the lineman Boris stand up.
Oh, yeah.
And then...
Yeah, he should have stood him up before he moved with the Rat Ogre. Because that could have gone wrong.
I would not have done what he just did. I would have moved got around that freestyle.
Always make your safe moves first.
Exactly.
Which he did not. I mean, it worked out for him, but it had something going wrong. There'd be one less rat that needed to be taken care of to get those hits on the gutter runner. Yeah, ooh. I think he's thinking of making it. Since all injuries are badly hurts for the next game, apothecaries get used a lot on the first.
He's stalling.
Badly hurt KOs. Yeah.
He keeps stalling. I think that's the right decision to be
honest.
honest.
It's definitely the right decision. Making
you don't want to give your enemy any time.
Yeah, and also I would personally want to try and make as many hits as possible on the other side, just to see how many removals you can manage. Because the more removals you get, one, weakens their attempts to get the ball back to stop you from getting the touchdown, and two, depending on how bad those removals are, makes it much easier for you. Oh,
that was go.
Oh, there's another one. He's burning through his rerolls very quickly, which, if he is forced to make the touchdown, it could make his defense very difficult.
It always hurts if you have to burn your rerolls with Skaven or anything like it. Well, you have all those automatic rerolls on dodge, but that's not everything.
And hello, Orun. But also, that's 2 double skulls. 2 double skulls from Sklaven. I don't think Poncho's had any yet.
Oh. Foul on the red ogre.
Went to the foul on the ogre. Knocked out. Is he removed? No, he's not. Wow. Ref didn't pick that up. So that's... He's got this half in the bag.
No, just keep stalling and keep hurting everyone.
Oh, that's...
Well, the ogre is not out for sure. He's just, well... He's stunned. He's knocked down.
Is Orun a friend of yours? Because he's
Yeah.
Yes, he's from you.
Like, I just told the guys from my league that we are live right now. So we now actually have the real admin of the league, and not just me. That's like the co-admin.
I see. Well, actually, welcome, guys. Welcome all of the fantastic people from...
Yeah, the thing is, we have a lot of games in our community, but like we have a small team that's dedicated to Blood Bowl.
Well, that's sort of like what I'm making on my channel. We try and play just about everything. Final Fantasy XIV, we've got a community for. We've got a community for Blood Bowl. We've got a community for Hand of the Gods now, of all things.
Nice.
Ooh.
That was the leader.
Yep, which means... Oh, the leader reroll gets used first, but if he doesn't wake up for next half, he doesn't get the reroll next half, does he?
If he doesn't get back up, I think he won't. But Spider just said it. Yeah. The ref didn't see it because there's too many on the pitch, and they all look alike.
Exactly.
Well,
what? I thought it was his friend. It's just a big fluster cluck of fur and tails.
All climbing above each other's.
Yeah.
It's just sad that we don't have like a very tiny rat sitting on top of the red ogre on its shoulder or
See,
something.
that would be very cool. A skin that you could buy with those scions. Because I've got all these scions, but nothing to spend them on. Ooh. Taking those risks
Ah, nice.
just to cage it. Yep. Especially without those. I mean, he's got it there. It's good. He did well.
He wants to force him now.
Yeah.
Well, it's the only thing to do.
The problem is the thing that he used to get him there is a strength 2 that's armor value. Oh wait, no, that's a storm vermin, is it? No, that's a gutter runner. Yeah, so strength 2 with armor value 7.
Well, but he's a bludger, so he might be able to get away.
Get away, yes, but then he won't be able to threaten anymore because of that. I mean, personally, I would blitz with the wrestle, so that way you can possibly knock him down.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
Oh, and he might even foul him, since he's got player advantage at the moment. Wasn't even necessary. Hit with the... Ooh, that's even with 3 dice, that's a risky move. Hitting with the ball carrier
Especially
when
because he can't move with the ball carrier now, but he's trying to serve. Well, I get it. It does make sense.
It does. But now the... Ooh, injury.
Ouch.
Pow my blodger.
There goes the bludger.
Yep. Yeah, pow the blodger. But he can surf the rat ogre if he... Oh, no, he can't. That was the blitz. Right. Clever. Clever. No surf. Yeah, I'm almost ready to... The first half belongs to Endro. Could still come back in the second half. But first half is without a doubt Endro's.
Nothing happened.
It would be one of that. See, I think he's getting a bit too. What's the word? He's He's getting a bit too brave because of his current success. Yes,
like he usually shouldn't foul like 1-on-1, but on the other hand, it's like it's a line man, a line rat versus a gutter runner with sure hands. So
true that, and he's also got a lineman on the bench.
Exactly. So even if he fucks up, he won't have less players than his enemy.
Yeah, especially since that injury happened. But at the same time, if you're gonna risk the player, you might as well make it worth it, make it count by having a bit of the gang with you.
Exactly. To be honest, I'm usually playing some of the elf teams, usually dark elves.
You're the one that everybody hates.
Yeah, pretty much. The thing is, with dark elves, you usually don't foul because every player is worth too much.
Yep.
You don't have those cute little line rats that you can just throw away and don't care about.
I'm seriously considering making a 16-man Bretonnian lineman team where everybody levels into dirty player.
You know that literally everyone will hate you.
Oh yeah. Everyone will hate me, but I don't mind that.
As long as I don't have to go against that team.
Well, this is the thing. It's still a team that can win, especially if those fouls. You have 5 players that you can easily lose, and say you lose 10 players from fouling, but you manage to take all of your opponent's players out, or most of them at least. Then you've still got the 6 players that you can attempt to score with and the like. And 16-man Bretonian team would have so low team value because they're only worth 40,000 each that you'd be able to induce into decent amount of bribes anyway.
Yeah, that team would be very, very annoying.
Oh yeah, I make lots of annoying teams, like I made with the linemen, and my favorite thing to do in this game, and I love that it gives you the ability to do so, is to just mess around and see what sticks. Mess around and see what works, even though people keep coming in and saying, "Oh, that's a terrible team," and they go, "Make a team like this," and they keep posting, you know, the normal way you're supposed to do it. It's like, yeah. I do know that that's how you make a normal team, but I'm not trying to make a normal team. I'm bored with normal teams. I want to do something new and fun and interesting.
It's like just trying out stuff, and the good thing is, even if it's not the perfect team, you still have the thing going for you that nobody expects it.
Foul onto the gutter runner again.
Don't work against you,
and he doesn't get sent off either. Oh dear. And it's a niggling. Oh, it doesn't matter though. Doesn't matter because this is a res, but still that.
Well, the good thing is, it's Skaven on both sides, so
yeah,
everything
it can easily
is still open.
Yeah, it can easily be turned back around.
It's just the same with Wood Elves. With each of those teams, you can always turn it around.
Hmm.
Next try for Poncho.
Yeah. Is he gonna...
I think he won't make it. Not this half.
No, this half is lost. And if more injuries keep happening, it could become worse. But I'm at the difference is that Poncho still has his Rat Ogre, even if it is knocked out. It is just a knockout so far. If he could, and that Rat Ogre is currently left open. If he could surround that Rat Ogre with enough players and then Mighty Blow, use his Mighty Blow to hit it, there is a chance he could take it out even permanently.
I think he might have heard you.
I mean, hey. Just saying what could be done, not what should be done. Because there's also a chance it could backfire. And not just backfire, but I'm more thinking that he would need to do the foul as well, because I don't think this will take it down.
Well, I certainly wish him luck.
Yeah. And in this situation, I would be on tilt, and I would probably go for the foul with that last lineman. Which
probably is not a good idea.
No, because he's going to do it, though. He's going to do it. He's on tilt just like I would be. But if he loses this play, if he gets screwed by Nuffle... He didn't.
Just stun.
One off those double sixes.
Andro, just do the touchdown. Save your ogre.
Yeah, this is one of those... Does he wait it out and see if the gang foul takes the ogre down for good? Or does he run it in? Because this is also a chance for him to get a removal. It's not his removal that he got, but if the player that does the foul gets removed, that's a third player gone. A third player on a team that doesn't have a bench.
I don't think I'd risk it though. I would go for the touchdown, play it safe in that situation.
Yeah, I would too. I'm very protective of... Oh, but then again, this is a res league, so, I mean... True. Ooh! That's... His reroll's gone. Well, means if anything goes wrong next turn... I mean, he won't, he'll just run it in, but...
Going for it? He's willing to take risks.
Yep. Yeah, Nuffle is definitely on Endro's side today.
And there he goes.
And a knockout. And no, he doesn't get the ref. The ref is just. I don't want to know what. I don't want to know what Endro had to do for that ref.
The referee's dead.
Yeah.
He's gone.
Yeah.
One of the ogres ate him before the match.
Yep, exactly. And Bob and Yak says, waiting time, just leave the bait. No, he ran it in. He was too scared of that rat ogre being taken down.
Probably the right decision.
But this does open up for a 2-turn.
True. But if he plays his cards right, he can still keep the enemy at bay. And the
rat ogre gets back up.
Again.
Okay. So he's definitely in league for a 2-turn.
Now that will be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, if he can pull it off, it'll tie the game up, but really give the chance back to Poncho. And Endro would just kick themselves that they didn't wait that one extra turn.
And to be honest, I'm just like, well, Poncho will need those 6s later. 2 wake-ups, 1 a 6, and, well, those are going to be missing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
That's a...
interesting theory.
Yeah.
Mystic theory, yeah. I remember there was a... I think it was a bug, or it was a kind of a bug at some point that you could run through the touchdown zone and do something, block or anything, and just not make the touchdown, but they fixed that.
Chat is currently
in our league.
Chat is currently saying that it was probably a misclick because he tried apparently on Blood Bowl 1. You can run through the touchdown zone without it being a touchdown, as long as you didn't end in the touchdown zone. So he might have attempted that, and it didn't go as planned. Yeah, he misclicked. To make sure I didn't... we did misinterpret. We did. We thought you got scared, Endraphil, of the rat ogre getting fouled and having him removed. So it was a misclick. But that one mistake could end up bringing it back for him. Only time will tell. Has he got his gutter runners up close?
Really interesting. Kick off. Quick snap.
Alright.
Now that certainly helps.
It does. It's 13 spaces between the line and the touchdown zone, correct?
I'm not sure. I'd have to count
6,
it out
7,
to be honest.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's 13. 13 from the line, like I thought. Which means, yeah, he can do a 1-turn touchdown. If he gets the ball to... Well, blitz with the... And hope that he doesn't freaking wild animal, but blitz with the rat ogre into rat ogre with the...
He doesn't have the rat ogre.
Yeah.
He goes for the
surf, but then he can also do the touchdown as well. He could get both.
Yeah. That could be pure gold.
Yep. It's a game changer. No, I can't surf it. Might get the damage though. No. Do not go for the foul.
Those times when you don't want that.
Yeah.
When you don't want them to get down.
I mean, he had 3 rerolls, but you would want to use one on the... Just in case you don't pick up that ball. That 2+ could fail.
Touchdown is more important.
Yeah, touchdown is definitely more important, especially right now when he's down 1. Got the ball. I have to do the handoff or pass. Yep.
Worked.
And now he's just got to do 2 going for it.
Nope. He can't do it. Not this turn.
Why not? Oh, he moved that. Runner, did he? Oh, he can't. It's one too few. For some reason, I thought 9, 10, 11, 12. But he was one. Okay, from that side of the line. I'm an idiot.
Well, Spider just says it. Score turn 8. No sense giving Endron 2 shots at his knockout.
Yeah.
It's true. He couldn't do it anyway this turn, so he should just move as far as possible and block out.
I mean,
the other
also
rats.
possibly foul the the rat ogre. I mean, I
He's
would be
going
on
to need
tilt.
players. He shouldn't foul right now.
Oh no, he shouldn't. He
doesn't
shouldn't.
have-
But I'm saying, in the mind of someone who is feeling the pain of 2 very important player losses, losing 2 of his leveled, and not just leveled, he lost 1 of his doubles as well. I think, right? No, but still, losing 2 of his key players is something stupid.
Aw, now we have a gutter runner hiding behind the ogre.
Like a foul. And I would want to, and yeah, hiding behind the gutter runner. Hiding behind the rat ogre.
The ogre is hiding behind the gutter runner.
Yep.
That would look great.
100%. Have that protection there.
Get the Stormvermin to the front, and then... Well, he could go for the foul. No, he's...
That's not something I would have done. Because he's already down players. I wouldn't want to be in the... I wouldn't want my opponent to have the ability to hit me. But he's got that reroll, so he's fine. I mean, unless... No, I was going to say, unless those double ones. Ooh. Bravery. You have to let the crosses go and not let it bother you or affect your gameplay. Play smart still. No, foul, not the smart play. No, exactly. I'm not saying it's the smart play. I'm just, I like the effect.
You would have done.
Yeah, I mean, as someone who used to work at a casino as a poker specialist, I saw exactly what emotions could do to you. How it could change a fantastic player. Someone who knows how to read the opponent, knows how to play the statistics, and turn them into a mess that gets ruined because they go on tilt. Their emotions get in the way of their thinking. And that's the exact same thing that happens to Blood Bowl coaches. The emotions get in the way, and you get angry, or you get frustrated, and you let that affect your decision making. For example,
Well, to be honest, there are not a lot of games that can make you as angry as Blood Bowl does.
That is also very true. Very few games. I mean, people who watch me play Blood Bowl on stream, a lot of them know that I am quite unflappable when it comes to getting upset. I can go through some of the worst rolls possible, and I'll still just... I'll be mad, but I'm not, furious.
You won't let it control you and keep playing.
Yeah, I'll keep playing. That's the thing. It affects my decision making for sure, but it doesn't break me. Yeah, Spider says he's a big poker player and tilt is motherfucker for sure. Whoa, double ones on that dodge.
It was a risky one.
Now just go straight for
Certainly
that touchdown.
was a
Do
risky one.
not... Even with that reroll, I would not be risking anything. Just be going straight for the touchdown.
Well, to be honest, if you look at it, it was a dodge 5+, so...
Oh, it was a 5+? Oh, shit.
Yeah, he was dodging into 3 tackle zones.
Yeah.
So it was risky, but well, now Pancho has
Also a perfect
easy
foul on a
touchdown.
gutter runner.
If he's willing to take the risk.
Looks like he
It looks
might.
like it.
Looks like he might also hit with his rat ogre against that that kick. Because the next turn is his attack. Is that would be perfect if he got rid of the kick.
He should. I'm not sure if I. Well, okay. That was good.
Oh, well, that was a risk
Probably
reward.
Yeah, risk reward. I probably would have done something else, but
It was only a
fine.
removal. It didn't actually matter.
Yeah, sadly. Well, it could have been interesting. 1-1 now. Okay, that was the first half.
Yeah. He's still at disadvantage though. Even though it is his attack, he managed to pull it back, but he is at a 2-player disadvantage.
Everyone says yes, that was risky. A 1 die to risk a touchdown. I probably.
And it didn't even pay off. So that's where possibly some of the tilt came into it there.
Yeah, I probably would have done it another way. I think I would have used the ogre to block the guy
with tackle.
next to the ogre.
And not tackle the
and then
kick.
move everyone I could to the red to at least get a 2 down. Or
yeah,
I
yeah.
would just have made a touchdown. I'm not sure.
I definitely would have hit
second
with the
half.
rat ogre against the guy with kick, because the guy with kick is going to be he's going to be able to kick the ball wherever he wants away from the gutter runner, and if he wasn't to have that kick skill, there's a chance that he could get a touchback or something. And imagine having the ball on the rat ogre with block, for example, and just edging it up.
That would be very annoying.
It would be, and that's one of the things I've managed to do. On a touchback, I gave it to my 6 strength block tentacles Minotaur on a Chaos team, and it won me the game because they couldn't get it off of him, because I also had guys with guard. So every time they went to try and do a block against him, they were going up against an effective strength 8 every time. And the most they had was a strength 4.
Well, that doesn't sound like a fun game.
It was for me.
Yeah, it was for you, I'm pretty sure. But it's always interesting if a big guy actually manages to get the ball.
Because if you're playing in a normal level up league and things like that, it can also mean that you get a decent amount of SPP on your big guy, because big guys are quite hard to level if you're unable to either make hits because you need them to be activated, or their hits just don't seem to be breaking armor.
Yeah, I remember actually. I played against. What team was it?
Yeah, 3 big
I'm not sure
mistakes. That's one.
Yeah. One too much for one game. Yeah. I remember playing against a lizard team. I'm not sure if that's the actual name, but you know what I mean.
Sorry?
The lizards.
The Lizardmen?
Lizardmen, that's the name. I remember playing against them, and we had I don't think it was a touchdown, but it was like we had.
Ooh.
I'll come back to this soon. Now, Endra actually lost the player.
Yeah, so things are evening up, and the player he lost was only a lineman, wasn't it?
Yeah. Still hurts though. But anyway, I remember having a block, ball scatters right into the hands of this very big lizard, which I don't know what its name in English is right now.
Croxigor.
The Croxigor, yes.
If it has block, we call it a Bloxigor.
Great. Well, I just remember that this Croxigor running around with the ball in its hand, and it was a pain in the ass.
Oh, it would be.
It's not easy to get the fucking ball out of its hands when you're playing Dark Elves.
Unless you have strip ball.
I didn't have at that point. It was the first season.
See, that's what makes strip ball a very, very good skill. If someone does something like that, even if you double You can make even a double red die block if you need to, if it's absolutely critical. If you have a
Yeah.
reroll to just try and get a push or something. Because those big guys also very rarely have block.
Wild animal.
Oh,
That one hurts.
yes. Down with the
So much
blitz.
for the blitz. Also, I think it's great that Homeless Pirate just writes, my favorite ogre strat has an ogre ball carrier.
Yep. Yep.
Big guy ball carriers can be a lot of fun.
Also, good to see you, Homeless Pirate. How you doing? I've seen him on he's comes to my channel a few times. Actually, while we're doing this, I'm going to quickly make sure that my channel's hosting this one. Should be.
Kickoff events. I'm just looking right now. Cheering fans. So, what does cheering fans do again? I know the German names of most of them, but
So, what were you saying?
Cheering fans.
Yeah, cheering fans. That's it gives you an extra reroll to the person who rolled the most, which would, in most situations, be Endro because of his +2 to fame.
That makes sense, but I think he already used it then. Or at least one of them used it already.
He would have used the reroll already because he has 3. They both have 3. I don't know. Actually, I can just go through the list. What did he use it on?
Also, it's great that both of them just rolled a 1 on
the wild animal.
cheering fans.
Yeah. Wild animal both got 1.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and both of them rolled 1s on it. Which got DBBL.
And Endro got his reroll. Oh right, he actually left his thrower in the reserve, which is interesting. On one hand, it's like, well, he is playing it safe because he can need it.
Yeah.
He can need him. But on the other hand, he actually gave up the leader. That's interesting.
Make sure that my channel is doing.
So Poncho is back. And actually it will be interesting because Endro got a few players behind enemy lines. He still has more players than his enemy, so Poncho will have a hard time, I guess.
Could be, could be.
Well, he might be able to take out the kick lineman.
I also forgot to tweet out. I should do that as well.
Oh, that's Spider just writes, if he goes on offense and puts the thrower on Den, he would still get the reroll. I didn't know that, but well, that makes sense. Frenzy and down.
Ooh, knock out.
It is knocked out. That was useful for sure.
Yeah.
You still can move.
So now they're equal when it comes to the amount of players on the field. Though then again, when it comes to attack and wait, is actually it's good. It's good for Poncho because it's Endro took out 2 attacking players on Poncho, but Endro is also down 2 more defense players than, because they're not going to be able to get the ball easily using gutter runners because they would have to do hits. While 2 of their strength 3 players are down.
He will foul now, I'm pretty sure, but what I just realized, Endro named his players after other players of the league. And actually, the gutter runner lying in the middle is
Is
playing in Steinberg. He's playing in both of our leagues,
oh wow. Oh,
but right now he's playing for us.
okay. Oh wow.
So I don't want him to get fouled.
Oh no. See, this is where emotions get into it.
Yes, Steinberg, no. Yeah, now he's going for the foul. Just a stun, okay. And still no send-off. Where the hell is that referee?
He's just going with the wind.
Also, Spider just corrected himself. The leader perk doesn't work the way we thought it would.
Okay.
It doesn't get an extra reroll.
Oh, he doesn't get the extra reroll. Why not? Wait.
Well, it seems the skill doesn't work that way, and he can't.
I'll have a
put
look.
it on
I'll have a look
later.
at it.
Yeah, take a look at the rulebook. Probably a good idea.
Yeah.
This ref is busy looking over his free gift basket from Skaven Cheese Corporation. Yeah, the player has to be on the field. Yes, but does the player have to be on the field in the beginning? Or can he be put on later? Also, we see a Red Ogre in Frenzy again. Trying to get to the ball carrier.
Alright, cool. I just managed to get my tweet out.
Has to be on the field at the start of the game or the start of the second half.
Ah, alright. Start of the second half, which it wasn't.
Yeah, so he won't get an extra reroll, but he probably just thought, well,
because he's only got 2 rerolls.
it's important.
But then he got the he got his free reroll that he needed from the event anyway.
Okay, it's Poncho's turn again. Let's see if he can turn this game around. Injury!
Ooh.
Red Ogre down.
And out.
Morley is gone. Now that one was important.
Yeah, that was
might
very
actually
important.
help Poncho turn this game around.
I think Nuffle has decided and given the game to Poncho. We'll see how Endro answers it.
It will be interesting, but that one definitely hurt. Although, as we said, we see Skaven over here, so
Yeah.
everything is open.
I mean, so far I was pretty sure that Endro had it, and now it's flipped around, and it's probably going to keep happening. That's how Skaven are, because they're so easy to injure.
Well, there are a lot of Red Ogre blitzes right now, and they just played risky. But to be honest, you have to play Skaven risky.
Yep.
I think
Skaven is a high-risk team.
I don't play Skaven often. I tried it a few times, but if I do, I usually play a very risky style, and it usually pays off because if you try to play it safe, it doesn't really work.
Oh, the score 7 misclick is looming now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That
true.
misclick pretty much may have cost him the game. Especially since that Rat Ogre is gone, that's a very, very, very big problem. He needs to either take down his opponent's Rat Ogre,
Which will be pretty hard to do.
Very hard to do, yeah. I mean, he's got his guard, he's got players... all of his players are currently in position to hit that Rat Ogre if he wants it to. If he wants to do it. If he wants to hit and then gang foul that Rat Ogre, he could, but he is down players, and that can only get worse if he ends up getting those doubles on the foul or injury. And this could all end up being a stun even if it does work.
Yeah, it's still armor value 8. Well, it's not a lot, but it could work out.
Yeah, I mean, he would only need... So what is it? 1 player against armor value 8, 2d6. That's still just under 50%. He'd need 3 players there to make it 50-50, right? So that'd be 6. 6 plus.
Sure. I think so.
Yeah. To make it a 50% chance, you'd need to have someone fouling and then 2 assists.
Well, he could score ASAP to put pressure on Endro, but on the other hand, well, Slide Quills in chat just asked if, or just said that he could score ASAP, or he could score ASAP and bring back some knockouts, but Poncho doesn't have any knockouts right now.
Yeah, no, Poncho doesn't have any knockouts. It's not Sight Quills. It's yeah, and on his opponent. No. See, Sight Quills. The person who currently has the ball is here. That's this person. The person who currently has the ball is a Poncho, and this is Endro down here. Endro just lost a Rat Ogre.
Yeah.
There's only currently 1 knockout, and that's on Endro's side. So if anything, he wants to keep him off the field by stalling. Because again, SPP is not a thing in this particular league. So the scores are the only things that matter. So yeah, removals are king in this mode. Get as many removals as you can, and as long as you are tied or winning, you'll be able to bring it back. Or keep your lead.
Endro just spent a lot of time thinking.
Yeah.
It's almost no time.
41 seconds is a long one.
Yeah, but
especially since he only has 5 players that can move.
True. That's probably the best thing. In our league, we usually play once a month or so. We have a Blitz Cup, which is literally you have 1 minute per turn.
Oh wow, nice.
It's always kind of good if you actually lose players because I will make my turn. No pressure anymore. I just have those 5 elves on my place. I can do that.
Also, Spider is Poncho? No,
I think he just mistyped.
Yeah.
No need to score.
Yeah, no need. Yeah, I get you. No need to score, stall, and keep taking Endro's plays out. Exactly what I think. I would be stalling like hell in this. Though there is, again, a danger of if he stalls too long, Endro could manage to mount a defense and turn this game into a tie. Oh, but this has got overtime, doesn't it?
Yes.
Oh wait, no, he said there was no overtime.
No?
No, there's no overtime, I believe.
It is a knockout tournament. It's a Swiss tournament after all, so there should be.
They said the draws would work, I believe. I don't know. We'll see. If it comes to that, we'll find out.
Would be interesting.
I mean, maybe if it's a draw, it goes in. It'd be interesting if it went draw, having to do a rematch.
Yeah, so for the guys that actually organize
no overtime.
The tournament, if you're still in the chat, what does happen if there actually is a draw?
They already said there is no overtime, but yeah, is Ceramol or CO here? Draws do count in Swiss. Draws are counting in the team result.
Okay.
Does that mean draws go up against each other? I mean, if... I don't know. Oh, another injury.
Next injury. Ouch.
Point of movement allowance. If this was a normal game, this would be devastating. Yeah, Endro needs to get some removals and get them fast. Otherwise, he's just going to keep bleeding players. Yeah, Endro. This ogre is just brutalizing them now. This is the truth.
Oh, I just realized that I had the wrong system in mind.
Wrong system?
Yeah, it's if I just I'm just looking it up, the Swiss system.
Yep.
And if I'm right, it's not even a knockout system, which
No, it isn't. It's winners
Yeah, it
versus winners,
isn't.
losers
Yeah.
face losers. I don't know what draws.
Here, the first player plays against the best placed player that he didn't play against before.
I'd never even heard of Swiss tournament rules before.
Well, I have the Wikipedia article open right now. So, on for the organizers, if I say something wrong, correct me. But I'll just try to say it because it's like when we have the first data.
Okay, yeah, I spied. They just answered it in chat.
Okay.
So it involves a point formula where wins get 3, draws get 1, and losses get 0.
Yeah.
But it also works with 2-1-0, but that could, and then draws, face draws basically. And if there are no draws, they'd face someone of a similar point value.
I've got those rules somewhere. Give me a second.
No, don't worry about it. It's all good. It's all good. Everyone in chat seems to know what it is. It's just us.
Yeah, but I want to know now.
Okay, fair enough. I'll look it up for myself later.
Oh, I just realized here, from the official document.
Lots of
The
Radoga
tournament will
blitzes.
consist.
Lots of Radoga blitzes today.
Yeah.
Someone in chat says they don't understand why it's happening because, they've all got wild. I mean, at the very start of this, both Radogers went for the blitz and wild animaled.
Yeah.
It's actually called Swiss in Swiss. Okay. Then all 3 points play each other.
Just to clear things up, in the official tournament document there's written, the tournament will consist of 6 rounds, with the first round being a random draw. Rounds 2 to 6 will be determined by a Swiss draw system.
Radoga's been knocked out.
Oh, knocked out?
Yep.
That could have been important.
Yeah.
Very important. Places within the tournament will be decided by a win, draw, loss record as per in-game table. So if you win all your games, you have a good chance at being first.
Wow, he rolled double 6s on the armor roll against the Radoga. Imagine if he'd done that on the injury roll. Dead.
A 6-win team would end up at 18 points, yeah. And I think, correct me if that's wrong, but who you have to play against will be determined by, like, the first player will play against the second if he hasn't played against them before.
Yeah, and then it'll default to third if they have.
Exactly, and going on like this. Just the first game is a round robin. I don't know why, but my mind says it's a knockout tournament for some reason, and I have no idea why I thought that.
Oh well.
But it's much better this way. So.
So now it's become not can Endro win, but can Endro keep it at a tie?
Yeah, pretty much. But it makes more sense this way. So let's focus back on the game. We have 3 turns left. Poncho has to try to make the touchdown.
He's not going to be able to this turn. He'll have to attempt to make it next turn. See, what I would do in this situation is I would move my players like next to that down player, and then foul them with one of the linemen while my ball carrier has already been moved up. So that way, he's not a threat, and we still get to move forward. So build the cage and then foul that gutter runner, so he can't be a threat.
And also, I was correct with my assumption of who you will play against. And Spider just writes, there's also a strength of schedule in play to help with tiebreakers. The higher the rank of your opponents that you beat, the better off that you are.
Oh,
so that means
dodges. Why dodge out? He's getting people in tackle zones, making it harder for them to move around. Or is he going to go for some pass play of some kind?
Well, he certainly is. He forces his enemy to move at least.
I constantly forget that they're not skinks. They can actually throw the ball and catch the ball. They're good at that. When I play Skaven, I constantly forget that gutter runners not only can pick up the ball and run very far and dodge, they're really, really good at pass play as well.
Yeah. I really love having players with 4 agility.
One of the human linemen in my lineman team has agility 5. I've got 1 4 agility and 1 5 agility. I've rolled, what was it, 11? 11 to get? Yeah, 11 to get the agility up. I've rolled 11 3 times so far.
I have 1 player in my Dark Elf team, which is pretty much a War Dancer light. He started out as a blitzer, a blocker, and by now he has, I think he has an agility up and a movement up. Also, he has jump and strip ball, I think, if I remember correctly. I haven't played that team in a while.
Strip ball can be a very good skill. Yeah, especially actually, in this particular instance.
I had the chance to actually make him an agility 6 player, and I didn't do it. For some reason.
2+ to throw. Oh!
There's a skull.
And that's the dodge saves. Oh, we got the strip ball though. Oof, is this going to be a tie? Wow, that was a fantastic play by Endro.
That was
very risky though, but that's where the reroll came in and saved him. It almost went balls up.
But to be honest, Poncho should probably next turn, if he can do it right, he would be able to serve the gutter runner.
Yeah.
Pick up the ball, pass the ball to another gutter runner, and then make a run for it.
Yeah.
Like the sacker right on the left of the other gutter runner. He could take the ball. He could be given the ball and then just make a run for it.
Yes, very, very well done by Endro, using the strip ball player to blitz.
Yeah, that was very important.
I mean, if he plays it... If Endro plays it right, and Poncho doesn't get lucky, he actually could make a... Oh, no, double ones.
Double one.
Into a knockout. I think, yeah, no, that's done. I was going to say, if he does it very, very, very well, he could actually score again. And make him, like, this game, even though there's only 2 turns left, can go either way. It's leaning in Poncho's favor, but it could go either way.
Exactly. It will be interesting. I'm really curious what Poncho will do now.
That knockout on the other Rat Ogre 100% evened it up. But here comes Surfy McSurf.
Exactly. Here comes the surf.
And then he could actually get a second on the other gutter runner if he plays it right as well.
Yeah. Well, the injury doesn't actually
Yeah, it doesn't
make
stay.
a difference. But
Good thing MNG doesn't stay, otherwise. And that's the problem with stalling. Yep. He wasn't really trying to stall though, was he? I suppose he was. But he was creeping.
Kind of.
Creeping. He wasn't moving as
Now
far
he
as
needs
he
to
could.
he needs to get rid of the gutter runner down there now.
Yeah.
Number 12.
See, what I would
and
do
then
is, yeah, go for a hit. Not that way though. I would have
I would not have
hit
done
using
that because
dirty rats. Oh wait, no, not dirty rats. I suppose it wouldn't work.
I have no idea why he did that.
Yeah,
Should
neither.
just have pushed him the other way and then make.
He could, I think I know what he's trying to do. He's going to blitz with his storm vermin and then get that gutter runner that's currently in the tackle zone out of the zone to pick up the ball and run with it.
Yeah, but to be honest, I would now blitz. The gutter runner, get rid of him.
That's exactly what I mean. So then that moves him out of the tackle zone.
Not make a run for it with the gutter runner, but pick the ball up with the line rat.
Okay.
Give the ball to the gutter runner and then make the touchdown in this turn. On the other hand, he actually has some time left because he can use the other gutter runner that's far away right now to block off the enemy rats.
Hmm.
And then play it safe and actually do the touchdown next turn.
Then again,
So
playing it safe is also what got him into the mess of losing the ball in the first place.
That's true.
So it's like, does he want to take a slight risk and go for the touchdown right now to most likely confirm a win and give Endro the chance to tie it up again? This is a very close game. We could see a 2-2 tie. I reckon it's a possibility.
He's... Ooh. Yeah, he's playing it safe and it should work out. Now get a runner over there.
There's also the effect of Nuffle.
Yeah, that's true. Nuffle is always there, but if he positions right now, it will be very hard for Enjo to.
Oh yeah, very, very hard. It will be.
To get around there.
Only Nuffle could cause this to fail if he positions correctly.
Yeah. Well, I know that Enjo is in the chat. I'm not sure if he's listening to us, but I don't think the other player is. I don't think Poncho is listening to us, to be honest.
Well, I mean, maybe we should make a rule that the people who are playing can be in chat but can't be listening to. I mean, we can't really police that though. There's no way to prove whether they were or not.
It's an honor thing.
Yeah.
It's well. Oh, it's actually fouling. It's a good idea, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like that rat is pretty close to him, so it's good to take it out. But
I mean, yep, it worked out for him.
It
was a risk. It was a risk. It was a risk.
Yeah. I mean, Endro has 4 players, and it's almost impossible for him to get to the ball on this turn.
What he could do is block it off and hope that the double ones happen on the dodge roll or something, or that it comes up skulls. Like, I think we've got it. We can call that Poncho has it.
Not yet. Always keep Nuffle in mind.
I do constantly. At the start of every single game, I type to my opponent, praise Nuffle. I always praise the great Nuffle. The maker and breaker of teams.
And I'm the kind of guy, on one hand, I have Nuffle on my side, with every level up. As I said, I have this War Dancer Light in my Dark Elf team. I have so many stat-ups on that team. But on the other hand, in-game, Nuffle is not nearly as nice to me.
Oh no.
But to be honest, it's well, Spider just writes it. We should think about a time delay. But on the other hand, sportsmanship.
It's foul play, it's Blood Bowl. True, can't trust streamers. Haha. I mean, this is the thing. While streaming, I actually encourage the people who I'm playing to be in chat. I don't mind. I don't mind if they're listening to me while I make my plays. But the thing is that's because they're versing me. There's a difference between hearing what your opponent is thinking. Oh, double. Nah, it's over.
Yeah, it's over, but I just read the chat and I'm not going to comment on that.
I see. I remember a match against you, 2 dead beastmen for you in 1 round. Wow. Actually, I was versing Steve 635 in my league, and
game.
Yep, game. Unless there's a riot, there could be a riot.
Yeah. Well, there could always be a 1-turn touchdown as
That
well.
is also
we have to
possible.
keep that in mind, but
Yep. There are ways, but it's pretty safe to call it. Anyway, I was versing his Wood Elf team, and turn 1, the kickoff event was rock was thrown at his treeman, which killed it. And he rolled the apothecary, and it failed.
Fuck.
Yep. So turn 1,
That's
bam,
not
dead
good.
treeman.
That's not good at all.
No. And this was like this team was his pride and joy. It was a team that it was like 1,750 TV or something like that. His treeman had block and stuff like Avalon as well. I can't remember. I had a strength up as well. It was a strength up treeman with block, and he had a 2 agility 5. He had 1 agility 5 thrower, 1 agility 5 catcher. The agility 5 thrower also had Hail Mary pass, long bomb and accurate or strong arm and accurate or something like that, and could pass the ball at a 2+ from anywhere on the field. 2 basically anywhere on the field.
Just wow.
Yeah, and his catcher, which also had diving catch, could catch it from as long as it was within the same block as it was in. And yeah, turn 1, dead treeman. And then it just kept getting worse for him from there. He won the game, like a 4-0 win, but by the end of it, his team was unsalvageable.
Yeah,
I wasn't even
that's
going
the
for
thing
kills
when
either.
you're playing...
I wasn't even going for kills. I wasn't trying to hurt him. It just the blocks kept coming up, like double 6's armor roll, double 6's injury.
Like, that's what happens when you play Wood Elves, what you have to keep in mind, because you can do great things with Wood Elves, but their armor is made of paper.
Yeah.
So...
Not just their armor, they are made of tissue paper themselves.
Pretty much, yeah. Well, they're probably made out of leaves, to be honest, but...
Yeah, no. Well, there is actually a tree here in Australia called a paperbark tree.
Okay.
And they are, the entire tree is super soft and squishy.
Probably that was the tree, man. But to be honest, I'm looking forward to seeing Wood Elves in this tournament because Yagur, the guy who has won our last season, is playing Wood Elves. It will be pretty interesting. So,
Yeah, we've got two or three Wood Elf teams, and I think they're all built the same way.
Let me think, what do we have? We have Wood Elves, Dark Elves, Orcs, and Undead, I think, from our league. I'm curious how they will make it, and now I want to see the 1-turner from Endro.
I mean, I do too. I would love to see a tie here. It would be something to see. It would be a spectacle to watch.
Yes.
Him somehow pull it off.
I'm not sure if it's actually possible, though.
Okay,
Well,
could be.
It is possible, but in Nuffle's words, not possible.
Yeah.
I would probably go for. I would pray for having another turn and just try to like outrun the enemy and
Yeah, and
make a
it's like there's
touchdown
no
next
point in
turn.
even like bashing for the hell of bashing either. I mean, you could do it for
Mhm.
the fun of it because it doesn't stick. So knocking down your enemy's best player and gang fouling them with everything you've got doesn't actually
Riot!
matter. Oh wow! Oh my god! We can. This could be a tie. This could do it.
It's highly unlikely, but I would really, really enjoy it if
I
that
want. I
happened.
want it to happen. I want it to happen because. But this also shows on the mistakes that Endro has made. The rolls have been going pretty fair to say a lot in his favor
Hmm.
from the very beginning, and the only thing that really screwed him was mistakes, and then everything snowballed.
Pretty much, yeah. The thing is, he can't really use this riot right now because there's that stupid gutter runner right next to that stupid red ogre and his prehensile tail,
Mm.
which is certainly not in his favor.
I mean, he's got the reroll. He could attempt to get lucky with a pass to line. Wait, is it a one, two?
He will
He
he will
could pass
now
it to
try to get.
Ilbus. Oh, he dodged out anyway. Doesn't matter. But get multiple scoring threats in is what I would suggest. I reckon he could do it.
As Arioso just said,
He got three double
uh,
skulls and a double
yeah,
one. Is this?
I
Hmm.
think so actually.
What? I thought it was Poncho that got the. Oh wait, no, yeah, it was. It was. Never mind. I think they've been going in equal, like bad in both favor and bad in good.
Where was
Bad
the
and
one
good in
turn
both.
followed by a return one turn? That would have been great, to be honest.
Sorry, what?
Um, Bob and Mayak just wrote, "Boo! Where was the one turn followed by a return one turn?"
Yeah, that would have also been very cool.
And I would just,
As I said, I
I
would
could
have loved
just,
to have seen a game that ended up with just two score teams that only care about scoring, getting like a 6-6 tie or something like that. Endro has had 3 dubs. Wow, that's nasty. So Endro has been screwed by the dice a little bit.
and Poncho is now thinking really hard because he was almost safe,
Hmm.
and now he thinks about how to actually make this a safe game. Probably just cuddle with the other rats.
Just surround all players. I mean, now it's I don't think I think Endro made a mistake in not passing the ball already because now no one's going to be able to catch it, and because either he has to move out of the tackle zone to make the catch possible, or the catch is impossible due to the tackle zones giving penalty.
It will be hard, but not impossible. I mean, always keep in mind, gather runners have 4 agility.
Yeah,
And he
for
has
four
rerolls.
agility, but then minus the 2, it'd be what, a 4+ for the catch, I think.
He's a wild animal.
Ah, oh, but he wasn't going for a blitz or anything. That's
Yeah. It would have been nice, but not that important. But on the other hand, Puncher just has 2 players left.
yeah,
And right
exactly.
now,
Orun, he needs nerves of steel, which he doesn't have.
that was important because now he has more tackle zones. Oh, it's actually Steinberg. Great. Now I'm pretty sure Enro will make it. Sadly, names don't have that effect.
I mean, if he
Anyways,
gets It'd be incredibly unlikely to happen, but if you could get Ilbus to catch the ball, the line rat, and then make two, one 4+ and then one 3+ dodge, plus a going for it, he could make it a tie. But that gutter runner is not getting the ball in. Oh, he could blitz with the storm vermin to help it get a 2+ dodge, and it would be a 3+ to catch the ball after that. He still has options. Not the best options, but he has the options.
Yeah, well, Poncho is thinking what to. He had 1 second on the clock.
And there we go. That's.
I wouldn't have done that.
Why not?
I actually would have put that player next to Iblis. Because if I was Andrew right now, I would blitz the Storm Vermin in front of Iblis, which he does. And then
right. I didn't even notice that was his
Iblis.
player.
Yeah, all those rats look the same.
Yeah, all the rats look the same exactly. Yeah,
So
it's now it's going to be a 3+ catch and a 2+ going for it.
This will be beautiful.
Here comes the tie.
Please have it work. I want to see that.
He's got a free reroll on the pass. He might have to do going for it to make it. Oof.
That's the first reroll.
That's his only reroll. Oof. He passed
I
it.
want to see that. I want to see that. Yes.
Got it. Now it's just one more going for it.
One, go for it.
No.
God
Oof.
damn it.
That is one for the highlight reel, though. Can't complain. It was your own
It
fault.
certainly is.
Well,
I'd
I
say
reckon
it was a great game.
that was a fantastic game. That was a very close game. It was almost a tie. And
This was like one of the best games to start us off, I'd say.
Yep. GG. But thank you very much, guys, for that. That was. So let's have a look at the stats. So it was almost 50-50 ball possession.
If I see it right, well, we had a lot more ones on Andrew's side.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, wow, yeah.
But he had
also
more
a lot
dice
more
rolls in
6s.
general.
Also a lot more 6s. Wait, no? No, it's same amount, same amount. I accidentally went to both teams.
Ball possession was almost the same level. 1 pass on each side.
Oh, wow. Yeah, DBBL had 22 skulls, while Rat Simulator had 6.
Okay, that's a lot.
Yeah. All right, catch you around, Bob and Mayak. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. It was a great watch.
Bye.
It was.